Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Tyler. It's a new song we're making.
What did you? Is it a new song we're making?
I don't know. Okay, anyways, let's break into it. Let's what? Let's break into it. Who says that? What's up, everyone? It's your boy Tyler and Nate Nash with tutorial number 2. We made a sample called Drummer Boy in the style of Cubeatz. So go ahead and jump into it, Nick.
Alright, so I started with these chords. The key to a Cubeatz chord progression would be these half steps in between chords or even within the chord. So like this D to the C sharp or the A to the G sharp. It creates this tense sound and this dark sound that's really characteristic of a Cubeatz sample. This is what that sounds like. On top of that, Cubeatz uses a lot of bells in their music, so I just added this single one-shot bell from Contact on top of it, playing the root notes downwards.
So the next thing that we decided to work on was our texture for the sample, which just adds a sense of realism and a little bit more layering within the overall arrangement. So you have the bells, and then to aid that as a layer is a flute that we decided to add, which is really simple. It just has a nice tail to it that adds that texture. So after we added that, we decided to take that same flute and just reverse it and then play that for the first 16 bars. And then together with the original flute. And that just really emphasizes the tail end of that flute and just makes it a lot more full. So the last thing that we added to this sample is the bass line, and because the sample is so simple, there's a lot of room to add complexity to the bass. So that's what we did, and this is what it sounds like. So for me, I think that just ties in the whole mood of the sample and really brings that like mysterious vibe that we were trying to go for.
So for the B section of the sample, we simplified the bass a whole lot. Everything's just following the root notes again, except for this last note is just pitched up a little bit because I think it sounds better that way. This is what that sounds like. And then after that, we just looked through perk sounds that sounded a little dark and eerie, filtered them out, and created this perk loop in the playlist.
Alright, so 2 new key elements that we added to the B section of the arrangement is another counter melody and then more texture. So we'll start with the texture, which is pattern 9. So our goal with this was to make it as realistic as possible. And within Contact, we actually layered 3 different instruments on it, 2 of which I think are Ethno World, and then Music Box on top of that. So we just spent some time, and this is really key too when you're trying to create unique sounds specific for that sample. It's like spend time layering and creating sound design that fits your sample instead of just going through presets, which I know is easy, but spending that time is gonna pay off in the end. So with that together. It sounds good alone. It sounds even better when it's a part of the whole thing, which is why it's such a great texture. So our counter melody is just another flute that's on there. It's essentially, it's related to what we have on the A section of the arrangement, but we wanted to, again, just add more dynamics and just give it another layer. So this is what it sounds like. Everything we did after that is pretty much taking all of the instruments and instances that we have for the whole sample and just arranging it how we want and creating a whole composition within the whole sample. So this is just creating dynamic and letting instruments have their moment to shine throughout the whole thing. So yeah, that is our Cubeatz style sample called Drummer Boy. Hope you enjoyed it.